Perfect.
You get to hold the string.
I don't know what you've been told, but this here is not your home. You want some trouble, you want some. Come on in and I'll take hold.
Welcome to Telluride.
You want some trouble,
Right. Hey guys, welcome back. We are still in Baja, Mexico, soaking up the sunshine. This week we want to show you a little bit of week 2 of our adventure. This week was all about perseverance. Up until this point, a lot of things were going wrong and we had considered turning around.
Alright, so at this point, we still were driving with no taillights. As soon as we left Colorado Springs, we hit another breakdown where engine coolant was leaking all over the place and couldn't find the source, and so we had to find a mechanic as well. And as soon as we started heading up the mountain, we hit a snowstorm.
Yeah, luckily we found a police officer who led us to an area where we could park and spend the night, and we were safe and everything was good, but we were snowed in and it was a little concerning because we didn't know if our water would freeze, so Josh and I didn't get a lot of sleep that night.
So we finished the drive the next morning, came up over Wolf Creek Pass, and it was kind of intense. One of the things going into Colorado in March, I wasn't sure. I couldn't really find a whole lot of information online about driving a Skoolie over the mountain ranges. I didn't know what I needed for tire chains or for how to even do it, or if it was even something that I could do. So the end of Wolf Creek Pass, we finally get down the mountain safe and sound and pulled over in Pagosa Springs where our friends were already there.
So the friends that we met up with in Pagosa Springs are the Tanners. They are some of our oldest friends. Even our kids are friends. They love RVing as well, and we've gone on a couple adventures with them. Sarah had wanted to go in a hot springs on their vacation, and it turns out Pagosa Springs had a lot of hot springs. So we got our swimsuits on and decided to go find one. I was a little nervous because I don't like cold weather, but it turns out it was a lot of fun. The water was so warm you didn't even realize that it was snowy and cold until you had to get out. So we got to spend a couple nights in Pagosa Springs with them, and they gave us hope and encouragement.
Let me tell you for 1 second about my buddy Ryan. Ryan is an engineer, bus builder extraordinaire, amazing youth group leader to my oldest son, just a huge blessing to our family. So he spent tons of time last summer working on the bus, tons of time over the winter working on the bus. He hung the generator by himself, got the generator working by himself. Like, the fact that the generator's in the bus at all is Ryan. I was lamenting the fact that I didn't have any taillights. He jumped into the electrical panel for the bus, which has 1,000 wires that are not labeled to any standard, and found the rogue wire. We cut it. Long story short, we left Pagosa Springs with taillights, which is a huge deal for the trip because now we could safely drive at night and not have to worry about that. So thanks, Ryan. You're the man.
So I would say Pagosa Springs was a pivotal point in our journey. After that, we found a mechanic that could fix our coolant leak, had some sweet family time together. If you've never played the game Chameleon, I would highly suggest checking it out. It was hilarious.
It was very fun. Yeah.
Because of the coolant leak, we were stuck in Durango, which gave us an opportunity to take our day trip to Telluride. Telluride is a place where Josh and I had dreamed of going since we were in college. I think at one point in college, we were very close to dropping out of school, packing up, and moving there.
Yep, with no money.
With no money.
Yeah, and no plan. Yep.
Yeah.
We were gonna do it totally. 20 years go by, still never had been to it, never saw it, and we just knew we had to take this opportunity while we were in Colorado to go see it. When we were in Durango, my uncle texted me and said, hey, if you're going to Telluride, you have to go do the $1 Million Highway. Basically from Durango, it goes north to Ouray. The interwebs said it was named that way either because there was so much gold
that they found in the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, and still left underneath the roadway. or it was because of the $1 million views. But
or because it cost so much to make it.
or because it cost so much to make it. Yeah. But it was absolutely breathtaking. As a matter of fact, like I've got some video of it. We'll put it in here, but it doesn't really do it justice. Like it was insane. It was really cool to see. Really glad we took that advice and went to Ouray first.
Loved Ouray. That was so cute.
Your feet are on the dashboard, my eyes on the road. I always knew I'd get here, I just thought
Here. Today we're in the totes cute town of Ouray. Is that how you say it? We're not sure. It's totally adorable, and there's tons and tons of mountains. And we're all starving, so we're gonna go have lunch. Let's do it. You want to say anything? Okay.
so sure of anything. The way you're sleeping on my shoulder.
So we left Ouray after lunch. We went to Telluride. So we found out that they had a free gondola up to Mountain Village. Mountain Village is this really cool town up on the mountain, and it's like skiers' paradise. There was skiers everywhere. Really super cool place to go see if you're into skiing.
Yeah, which people are probably wondering why we didn't go skiing. I don't like the cold.
We didn't have any gear.
We didn't have any gear. It was really expensive.
Yeah. Ready? Okay, welcome to Telluride on the gondola.
Hi.
Hello.
This is fun.
We have waited 20 years. Well, not the little ones, but the big ones have waited 20 years to come to Telluride to see how cool it is. And it turns out it's pretty cool. There's the town below us. We parked there. How does Telluride feel to you after 20 years of envisioning what it might be like?
It's beautiful. When we dreamt of coming here, we weren't even married, and now look, we're married. 18 years and have 3 little kids.
3 probably annoying kids. I mean, those 2 annoying. Those 2
Cute kids, I think.
I always knew I'd get here, I just thought I'd be alone. Trees tie the skyline, the sun is on the run. There's no turning back now, this love has just begun. And I've never been so sure of anything. The way you're sleeping on my shoulder, dancing in a dream.
So after we rode the gondola, we just walked around town, looked at all their cute little shops, and it was an amazing town. I am really glad that we got to see it. I would definitely go back. I think I would even go skiing if I had the proper gear. It was just beautiful. We stayed there a while. We had dinner there, and then
The guy called and said the bus is fixed.
Yeah.
Going somewhere slowly, selling something sweet.
The bus is now got taillights and it's holding its own coolant. Time to get out of here.
so we washed off the snow and we're on to Utah.
So deep in love, oh yeah, with a wonderful girl, the loveliest girl in this